The Karnataka government passing a bill allowing for reservation in government contracts for minorities. This is the Karnataka Transparency in Public Procurements Bill 2025, providing reservation in public contracts to different categories, including Muslims who are designated as OBCs. So let's tell you all about this bill and whether it's possible to have quota for religious groups. 4% reservation for minorities in government contracts and tenders. That's what the Karnataka government has pushed for, with a bill for the same also being passed in the Karnataka Assembly. While the BJP is alleged this is appeasement of Muslims, the government has said this isn't just for Muslims but for all minority communities in Karnataka. So is such reservation or quota possible? Is it unconstitutional as is being alleged? Let's break that all down for you. There are two articles in the Constitution you should know about. First, Article 15, which prohibits discrimination on religion, race, caste and more. And then there's Article 16, which prohibits discrimination for employment on the same grounds. But here's the catch. The first Constitutional Amendment Act inserted Article 15(4), which empowered the state to make, and I quote, any special provision for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. Then there's Article 16(4)(a) of the Indian Constitution, added through the 77th Amendment Act in 1995, which makes provisions for reservations matters of promotion with consequential seniority. This is for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So the above two that I mentioned, what this essentially means is that under Articles 15(4) and 16(4) of the Constitution, the category of OBCs is religion neutral. Let's also talk here quickly about the Mandal Commission, which, as you know, examined the conditions of backward classes in India and recommended measures for their upliftment. So the Mandal Commission had also identified certain Muslim castes in the list of OBCs based on social and economic criteria, not solely on religion. So it was based on this, on what the Mandal Commission said, that the Supreme Court in 1992, when hearing a case, stated, and I quote, inadequate representation is not confined to any specific section of the people, but all those who fall under the group of social backwardness, whether they are Shudras of the Hindu community or similarly situated other backward classes of people in other communities, namely Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, etc. So essentially, Muslim groups are usually given quota under the OBC, the other backward community category. And so it's not a religion quota, but an OBC quota, which is how the Karnataka government has also backed its quota decision now. In fact, there are several states that have reservation for Muslims under the OBC category. Kerala has a long history of providing reservations to Muslim communities. Initially introduced back in 1936, the state currently provides 8% reservation in educational institutions and 10% in government jobs within the 30% OBC quota. Tamil Nadu has a 3.5% sub-quota provided to Muslims, again within its 30% OBC quota framework. Andhra has been pushing for a 4% quota. It's faced some legal hurdles, but Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has vowed to protect this reservation for Muslims. In Bihar, where OBCs have been divided into backward and most backward classes, Muslims fall in the latter category of most backward classes. So you've seen other states do it. Now we'll have to see if Karnataka is successful too.